Hi, good people. John again from Kenya Education Guide, and in today's video, we'll be looking at a topic that is quite of interest to some of the students who are following us here, and that is the KNEC grading system for colleges. So, if you are doing a KNEC course in college and the results have just been released, or you are expecting the results soon, you may be interested in knowing how they grade you. How do they arrive at the pass? How do they arrive at the distinction? How do they arrive at the credit? How do they arrive at a refer? And how do they arrive at a fail? So that you can know where you are, whether and what to do if you have been referred. When do you actually get referred? What to do if you have scored a fail? That is what we want to do in this particular video. Remember to subscribe and share our videos. We want you to help us grow this channel so that we can continue educating young people in our country, and we hope to keep this channel free for as long as possible. We can only do that if you like our videos, subscribe, and also share with your friends. So welcome, and let us look at how the KNEC grading system in Kenya works right away. Now, you will notice that KNEC will give grades in 5 classes. So there are 5 classes, and we could say 8 categories if you like. So normally you have 5 classes and 8 categories. Which are these classes? The categories are the grades. The classes are the highest one, distinction, pass with a distinction, that's the best, you are shining. And this you get, the category will be grade 1 and 2. There's a difference in the marks between grade 1 and 2. I'll be showing you the exact marks after this. The other one is credit. For the credit, pass with credit, that is, you will see you are given grade 3 or grade 4. Again, there's a difference in the marks. The other one is a pass, and again you get grade 4, not grade 4, grade 5 or grade 6. There's a little difference in the marks between grade 5 and 6. Below there now things are not good, because you may have been referred. When you get referred, if you scored below 40. So in whatever subject you scored below 40, in whatever subject, remember these marks are given from the practicals, the theory paper, and the continuous assessment test that are administered by the college that you are attending. So the theory, the practical bit, of course, and the continuous assessment test. Sometimes it also includes the project if you have reached the point of doing the project in a semester. So if you score less than 40 in any particular subject, in any particular unit, in module 1, module 2, module 3, level 5, level 4, level 6, wherever, that's a refer. And then the one that we fear most, fail. When do you score a fail? You score a fail if you score less than 40 in 3 or more. So remember, these are aggregates. So you get an aggregate fail if you score less than 40 in 3 or more subjects. So your paper will be showing that you failed. Your paper will be saying you got a refer if you score less than 40, that is your result slip, less than 40 in 1 or 2 subjects. If there are 3, the aggregate is fail. Pass, you are good, you can proceed, no issues. Credit, of course, nice one. distinction, the best. But for this, you have to be careful. Now, let me explain what happens if you get a refer before I tell you about the marks. If you get a refer as the aggregate, you get a refer as the aggregate, remember it is when you score less than 40 in one or two subjects. What is the implication? So if your transcript, if your result slip is reading aggregate as refer, means you never went beyond 40 in one or two. The implication is you have to recite those referred subjects, those you never went beyond 40, because pass is from 40. You can recite them in the subsequent sitting. You may also decide to recite them later. By the way, you can recite them at your own convenience. And the college that you are in, they are likely to allow you to move to the next module. So you may actually continue to the next module with your arrears. I like calling refers arrears. But you will never get the diploma or the certificate, the final paper, until you pass your refer subject, right? So it's good to receive them immediately depending on your schedule. Otherwise, proceed, avoid getting another refer or revising, so that at a convenient time you can book and sit for your referred subject. So that's the implication for aggregate refer. What about aggregate fail? It is the worst. Why? Aggregate fail, it simply means you failed. So in KNEC eyes, you did not pass. So what is the implication? Implication is repeat the whole thing. So yeah, you never used your time nicely, most right, correct? That is what happened. And you have to recite the whole thing. And this is where some people will actually change course. So if you're in module 1, you might hear people saying, yeah, that's a hard course. And they'll move to another one. No problem. But the implication is that you scored less than 40 in 3 or more subjects. You have failed. That's why it is saying fail. Please repeat the whole thing. So you have to book for the exam again. You may decide to continue studying the same units. But the thing is, you have to repeat the whole thing. You will not be allowed to proceed because you failed. Hope you got that. So distinction, aggregate, pass, credit, you are safe. Refer, you have some areas. Fail, worst. Let me now tell you about the marks. So when you say grade 1 and 2 for the distinction, grade 3 and 4 for the pass, grade 5 and 6 for the credit, what are the differences in the marks? Keep it here. We are looking at the KNEC grading system for colleges. Remember, to help you know what exactly your result slip means. So I'll say low score, applicable grade, and the class, of course. So we want to look at the marks and the grades so that you can see, depending on the class and the grade, exactly how many marks do you need to score. If, for example, you want to get a distinction, maybe they do reward people with the distinction in your college. It's not bad to get a distinction. You may never know what difference that can make for you when you are looking for work. So it goes like this. For the distinction, if you get 80 to 100, you are given grade 1. Remember, the class is distinction. 75 to 79, grade 2, still the class is distinction. That is distinction. 70 to 74, This is pass. 65 to 69. This is pass. So 774 is grade 3 and 65 to 69 grade 4. 50 to 59. This is credit. And that is grade 5. 40 to 49. Grade 6. You are going to get a credit pass. Sorry. This is credit. My bad, eh? And this is definitely pass, eh? And then we have the last, eh? This is why you fail. There's no refer. Remember I said refer you get if you score less than 40. So anyhow you are 0 to 39, that is going to be a fail, and that is grade 7. So if you see grade 7, no, you actually failed. So remember the high says this is distinction followed by credit, then pass, then fail, and that is how the grades go. Guys, the final bit that I want to explain just a little more because it may confuse some of you is the average marks that you need to score. That is total marks divided by the number of subjects that you take for them to arrive at either pass with the distinction. When you score the distinction, what is the average marks? The average total marks. For they to come to aggregate pass with credit, what is the average? And when they say you got a pass, what is the average score? Okay, you may guess this if you followed the area bit. Now, aggregate pass with the distinction, you need to score, or you scored on average between 75 to 100 in your subject. So total marks divided by 5. If you did 5, then you got between 75 to 100 on average. So that's how you get the distinction. There's no one subject you went below 75. Of course, you cannot go above 100. Aggregate pass with credit, you got between 60 to 74. So in all the subjects, you scored anywhere between 60 to 74. When they do the average, that is how they will say you passed with credit or you got a credit pass. Final one, in terms of passing, is the aggregate pass. If you got an aggregate pass, very simple. You can guess you scored between 40 to 59 in each and every of the subjects. So on average, you have between 40 to 59 once they find their mean. So that's how they go. Decision, that's the average score. For credit, that is the average, and for the aggregate, that is the aggregate pass, that is the average. Now my guys, I hope that you have understood how the grading system is and the implications. Remember, if you get to receipt those units in a subsequent sitting, you can actually be proceeding with the other module, but make sure you do them before you come to claim your final certificate. For the fail, repeat everything. For the others, pass, credit, distinction, those are awesome. Make sure you share this video and help your fellow students understand how the grading system goes. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. I'll be answering them on the go. John again from Kenya Education Guide. Keep it here.